Why not?
Okay, bud, green flag,
As long as you
stand
don't
by.
wreck the
Line up
car,
on the
it's good
left
for the
side.
safety
Pit road
rating.
is closed.
Hey everybody! How's it going? It's Neon Tiger, and we're here at the Nürburgring for 4 laps in the Jetta.
Good luck, everyone. Have fun.
Good luck, Brian. This is
Same to you.
a weekly kind of race here for strength of field for the Jetta guys. And Ken, Brian, and Frank are with us once again. And we're joined by Bruno this week. So I don't think anybody I'm not sure anybody qualified because we're starting, looks like, by our IR position. A good race here would, in theory, help me out because I need a couple more I rating points and a couple more safety rating points to get back above A3, as they were talking in chat. Spa, 24 hours of Spa destroyed me. Or really, it kind of neutralized a bunch of gains I made. But I'm also really close on iRating to smashing through the, finally smashing through the 2,000 point barrier for road cars, which has eluded me
Getting ready here. Getting
twice
ready.
now. Catch back up to right here.
Pace car's in. Green flag, 5 to go.
Oh. Wow, the solstice got quite the launch there, and I'm going to be very careful going into this.
Car on your right. Still there.
Very careful going
Stay on
into
the
this
left.
first corner.
Clear on the right. Car on your right.
Guess I don't know how rolling
Stay on
good
the
works.
left. Clear on the right.
And other Brian has taken off.
Car on your
Bruno
right. Clear.
is parting the solstices. Get through Nicholas and Rick here. Yeah, Brian's probably got way too much of a lead, so I gotta get by these guys right now.
Got a car on the left. Clear.
I'm staying wide for you.
Left side.
Thanks, Rick.
You're on the right. 3 wide.
Here's Frank.
Got a car on the left. Still there. Clear on the left.
I think we
And
can
then
catch
we
back
go
up to
3
him.
wide. Awesome.
Frank's having a little bit of trouble in practice. Bruno's faster than us. He's very fast around here. I believe we raced him before when he kicked our butt. So, kind of at a point now. Really can't catch anybody. Or maybe we can. Anyways, we're drafting 4 laps around here. Plenty of time to run 9-minute laps, so. Oh, we got a little wide there. So that's one thing we'll have to be really careful of too. Not to get up on that curb. First dangerous corners here. It's worth mentioning too, the 17x limit is very much still in effect here, and that's Bruno's race done. So I want to keep with Frank, but I don't want to get like right up on his bumper going into one of these slower zones, because I don't quite know where he's gonna brake yet. So I want to give him a little bit of room, just in case we get a situation where. Okay, so tap, make sure that one's working. If he goes wide now, then that's problematic. Now, Xmule, I think we're gonna pronounce it. The really tight corner. Stay on him up to the Dottinger hole, then I can really probably try and draft off him if I'm on his bumper there. And Frank did have the advantage of running too wide here, because you want to get a nice amount of speed onto this big, long uphill straight with a bunch of shallow corners. And this is a very different race than driving it in the Skippies or even in the MX-5, simply because of the way the car handles is so much different. Because it's such a low torque car, you can carry so much more speed through some of these corners that you're not shifting down as much. Usually if you do shift down, you end up shifting right back up anyways. So like this corner right here, normally it's a slow and a shift down. Here's just a little bit of a release on the gas and keep it in top gear, and you're gone. And here would be another kind of lift in the MX-5. Nope, just flat out. Up to the carousel now. Probably the most dangerous part of the track coming up after that. And we start to get to the very technical part. A lot of corners that you think you can take a lot faster than you actually can. Slippery in here. I think a couple of these corners may even be off camber a little bit, so I'm going to take it nice and smooth and steady. And pardon me for additionally not being able to rattle off the corners here. I think that's Brunchen. My German is not great. Of course, Nürburgring's in Germany, so all of the corners are in German. Oh boy. Forgot the shift down there, and we just drifted a corner. We shouldn't have drifted. We didn't lose that much time to Frank though. That's really who we're racing at this point. Ooh. Can't remember the name of this one, but it's Swallowtail is the translation. Going to the Kleiner Carousel. Now we're getting ready to get to that big straight. Yeah, I didn't have the best there. That's okay. We didn't have a great first lap. We're starting to wrench the other Brian back in here a little bit. So I'm gaining mostly on him, a little bit on Frank. I'm not in his draft zone yet, so I can't make a move. We're 15 seconds ahead of the Solstices. Looks like they're all together in a pack. There's 3 of them, I believe. Maybe 4. Carry enough speed through there and make it nice and stable. Alright, and that's lap 1 done. On to lap 2. So Brian number 1 is braking. I screwed that up. I screwed that up. I didn't screw that up. Too much. So we can see him now. He's God, car just kind of reached out and grabbed me there. Yeah, but Frank and I can reel other Brian in. That would be great. Yeah, if he messes up a corner or something, I'll probably be on his tail again. Gosh, they're really getting through that corner better than I am. Oh. Frank lost it. Saw him lose it there in practice, so that's definitely an easy place to lose it. So down to 2. Because Frank's gonna have to get a tow, or it's gonna be his race. And with that, that might be good enough for me to go ahead and secure my my 2,000 iRating points for road. I only needed 13 to do it. So I'm kind of now dropping into safety and preservation mode. My hope being maybe that Ryan will run into some trouble somewhere. We can pass him for the win. It's about, what, 10 seconds ahead, so he's just going through that corner up here. This one. Work. It's a very difficult corner because it tightens as you go through it. It's not a friendly track. You get a lot of very fast, tight sections. There's no runoff. There's a reason that they don't race the Formula 1 cars here anymore. There's been talk that they might want them to do it, but I don't think they could do the full ring other than for maybe like a promotional thing, because it's just too long. There's too many unsafe sections where you probably would be welcoming a fatality, and just be really stupid, I think. I can't see them coming back to this full one, other than for like a demo or something like that. That'd be kind of fun, but the amount of stuff they'd have to do to get it up to modern open wheel standards, even with the Halo, I can't see them bothering. It's not really worth it. I think the Halo would even make things worse with all the blind rises and blind corners. You'd be setting yourself up for some kind of huge problem. That's the thing, I don't want to get too greedy around here, because the greedier you get at the ring, the more likely you are to make a costly mistake. Almost made it on the last lap here. We got 2 tail happy going down into here. I want that car dialed up to make it over that jump, get a little bit of brake in, and behave. The wheel's gonna wiggle a little bit, but as long as we kind of get into these grooves that are in the road, we'll be alright. And then just run through here in 5th, pretty much all the way back out until you get to the straight.
2 to go.
So yeah, that's Mustangs are already completing their lap.
Don't scare me, man. Hang on to it.
I got scared.
Yeah, man.
You guys having fun back there?
Having a blast.
Sure sounds like it. I can tell you guys are really close. Yeah.
What happened to Frank?
He lost it on the first corner at Outner Forst. Just binned it straight into the wall, I think.
Yeah, I'm getting repairs now. Well, I'm still going. 2 minutes left.
Yeah, because I came up over that hill and all of a sudden I just see you bouncing off the wall. I'm like, uh-oh, Frank had a problem.
Yeah, you had me worried. You were reeling me in, dude.
Yeah, right up until I crashed.
Hey, we got some free IR from Bruno.
It should be enough to get me over the 2,000 line. Finally.
You're fifth.
2 laps left. Yeah, that 2K mark is tough.
Yeah, it's been haunting me for quite some time. And, well, I don't know if we'll catch Brian at this point, but
Yeah, I've been bouncing over and under it for probably over a year.
I've just been smacking up against it like there's a glass ceiling around 1975 that I just keep hitting, and it's like, well, nope. Now you're gonna drop back down. So, lesson learned: when you're close enough, don't run skippies because you end up in the top split.
Seems to be where I'm losing a lot.
Alright, well. 9:37. It's a pretty good lap. I could go faster. It's on 9:36.
There went my clean race.
Yeah, Brian has an off somewhere. We're poised to make a
That's fun for sure.
poised to be able to make a move. Also, we're kind of catching Mustangs. I think they would have pulled away quite a bit with these big long straights. I guess the corners are getting them. This is, for those of you that have never actually driven this track, and I assume a lot of you who have played racing games have driven the ring, the Nordschleife. It is a brutal, brutal track. Keeping fifth that time, see if that helps out any. And so we've got 2 more goes around here. I can go through it a lot faster. But you just no reason to really throw the car in there that heavy at this point. I mean, 13 seconds down with a pretty clean race so far. Lost a lot of time on that first lap. Missed the first one, hit the second one, missed the third one. There we go. Oh boy. Are we okay? It's a 0x contact. Car's driving alright at the moment. So it's probably not going to happen tonight with the safety rating, but 1x isn't too bad around here.
Oh no! Oh no!
Don't run me over.
Those guys sound like they're having a blast. So I don't think
lost grip of my steering wheel.
I don't think I have any steering damage.
Yes, me too, man. Me too. What's up, yeah?
It's a 0x. I probably got some aero damage, but
Come here, Rick.
I don't know. I'm going to the pit.
I think we're okay. In that corner, I called that corner out before being really difficult. That's why it's so difficult. If you don't brake early enough, you go into the wall. And you have
What
to
happened
brake.
to you, Nicholas?
You have to brake before you turn in. And there's Frank. He's 2 minutes behind.
My car was too broken. I was just hitting the side, yeah.
Oh, it's a little tight now. Tight on the
I
lefts,
did the same
maybe.
thing you did. I mean, I didn't see it. I was too busy crashing myself.
Both did at the same time.
Oh boy.
Just, I don't know, my brain fuck, I don't know. But was safe, fun race, guys, yeah.
Yeah, it was going good. Now Jay's got to get his butt up here and give me a smile. I was ear to ear for those 2 laps, 3 laps.
Yeah, tighten the car up a little bit. I think with the fuel load going down too, I'm losing a bit of the rear. I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch you. Scrape the wall.
White flag next time by a stripe.
Did I just... I may have just cursed the,
Yeah, that's what I
brand.
just did.
Oh boy. Well, we got a race now.
There goes my clean race.
I think he's got a bigger problem than me. Yeah, Brian looks like he's fighting that thing. Looks like he wanted to kind of whip out on him on to the right there. Yeah, we're still in the race though. kind of odds are that we both scrape the wall on the same lap and both get some kind of steering damage because of it. And I made up 14 seconds because of that. So he's gonna have some problems in the car. He's gonna be driving a wounded car to the finish. Alright, well, we might have stolen one here.
Clear. You're in fourth.
Jay, did you take on damage too?
No.
I scared you and you don't want to be close anymore?
I lost my carrot in the forecourt. I'm faster following somebody. I'm gonna try though.
He's 24 seconds back. He can catch me. He can catch me for sure. He can make up 24 seconds on a lap. I would not doubt that at all. It's gonna have to be a combination of him running a really fast lap and me screwing up. Both things are possible because this is a long track with a lot of possibility for mistakes to be made.
Brian.
I already did. This has been less than everybody else.
No, pit requiring.
Gotcha. Can I do it after the finish line?
Where's the fun in that?
Alright, so first dangerous corner, right here. Slow down, car rotate, brake, and a fifth.
Yeah, sometimes survival is the key to the win.
Oh, especially around here. There's so many places you can just lose it. So adding our forced coming up here. Through the dangerous part. Still part of the chicane. Once we get through the Kleiner carousel, we should be home free. Alright. And a fifth. Fourth, roll through the corner. Now comes the scary triple part. last time. Nice and smooth. Halfway home once we get over the bridge. Don't hit the wall. Up and over here. And sometimes it's not the fastest guy that wins the race, it's the guy who who comes home with the least amount of scratches on his car. Got a air pocket in my throat there. Sorry about that. Sounded like I was choking. Kinda was. Pocket of air. It was in my
You
stomach.
guys' cars must be beat up as much as mine, because you're really not pulling away from me.
I got a bit of a push from my damage, but that's about it.
I went in for a pass repair. Other than that, I should be good.
Alright, so carousel.
Well, remember, you were reeling me in before.
As long as we don't put it in the wall again, should be okay. My hands are so sweaty right now. This is kilometer 14 marker. I got time to give, so I'll certainly give it if it means that I'm not gonna die. Alright. .41. Right there. Still cannot breathe a sigh of relief yet. Some dangerous corners still to go here. Jump. And land down to 5th. Uphill, and now we get to the fast sweepies. Early down to 5th. Brake early. Keep it in 5th. Let the car roll out to the outside. There's the Kleiner carousel. Roll on the inside. Didn't stay in there all the way. Gonna lose some time there. I shouldn't lose too much time. Brake. Get through. Car's tight, but not tight enough that this should be a problem at this point. And away we go. So we basically got one more heavy braking section to do this, and we got about 20 seconds. We're losing a lot of time now. Losing a lots of time. 45 seconds to go to get to that car. That pace car, that's our, that's the finish line. And every second that ticks closer. It's something that we're happy to see. And another victory on the board for us. Pull up nice out of the wall, and we will dot done in 3, 2, 1.
That's the checkered flag.
Bang.
Good win. That was
Great
a
job,
lot of
driver.
fun, this race.
Woo!
Yeah, like I said, I was grinning ear to ear for the first few laps. Nicholas, I think I've raced with you before and had some really good races.
And Brian's across
Yes,
the
for
line.
sure, Rick, yeah.
Good race, guys. Whew. All right.
Good one, Brian, you earned it.
Thanks, Brian. So, did you spin it there and hit the wall, or did you just clip it and then it did enough damage to you that you had to pit?
I got loose, overcorrected, and he ran straight into the wall.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think I saw that happen a couple times actually. I just braked a little late and scraped the wall and kept going.
Yeah, the car seemed okay driving until I hit the brakes. You saw what happened when I hit the brakes.
Yeah, it just locked up on you, it seemed like.
It just pulled to the right.
Yeah, you looked like you were really wiggling there for a little bit, and I was like, uh-oh, I better not try and make a pass on the right side in case it wiggles, and then he loses it into me.